Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Brittney Bundles, and today's video is going to be a how-to video. I'm going to be explaining how to start your YouTube channel on a budget. If you've been following this channel, then you know that lately I've been doing my business on a budget series. So if you are interested in tuning in to the rest of those videos, be sure to check out the videos before this, and also check out the description box because I'll have the business on a budget videos linked in that description part as well. Also, I want to give you all a disclosure. I had a root canal earlier today. I honestly thought I would be in more pain than I am in right now. So if I am slurring my words a little bit, or if I don't sound like I normally sound, it's because I'm not trying to open my mouth in the same way that I typically do, because I don't want to ignite any pain. But I still want to get this video out for you all. It's been about a week, which is very long for me since I've been here with you all. So I'm going to go ahead and get the video out. Nothing was going to stop me from that today. And I hope that you all appreciate it. If you appreciate this kind of content, please go ahead and give the video a big thumbs up. It really helps me to gauge who enjoys this kind of content. It gives me an idea of what kind of content to keep putting out. It lets me know how well you all are resonating with the topic that I'm going over. So be sure to give me a thumbs up if you like videos like this. Also, please make sure that you are subscribed and that your post notifications are on. That way, when I upload any other videos, you are alerted and you can tune right in. If you want to watch any more business videos, I do have an entire business playlist on this channel, so be sure to check that out as well. And without further ado, I'm going to get right into the video. So I'm going to be looking down because I have my notes in front of me. And the first tip that I want to go over, the first topic, is background. When you're thinking about starting your YouTube channel, one thing that may come to mind is your background. Where do I record at? What type of backdrop should I get? I really don't have a place to record that looks professional. And so I'm going to be going over some ways that you can create a professional background, or a background that resonates with your channel and what you're wanting to give off when you're recording. So let's say that you are wanting to give off an office type of theme, or let's say like a beach type of theme. You want to record with a beach background. Now, I did do a whole video on how to do this. I will link it down below this video as well, but there is an option where you can literally edit the background in your YouTube videos, or on your YouTube videos, excuse me. There are different offices that you can place in back of you, like office pictures, and you can have that as the background of your video. There are different beach pictures, different like living room pictures. I mean, you can also have a certain just color in the back of your videos. So if you want your videos to have like a solid pink color or a solid green color, you can do that too. I used to think that you had to have a green screen in order to do those type of edits and to have different background options, but you don't. There is an option through CapCut, and there's another website that you pair with that where you can actually get access to have pretty much any background that you want behind you. So I go over that in detail in a completely different video. I'm going to link that down below. It's going to be titled something like how to change your YouTube background. So be sure to take a look at that. But there are free backgrounds through the website that I just mentioned that is gone over in the video down below. And you can literally edit the background through CapCut. And I do an in-depth how-to video, and I even show you how to edit your background using your phone. It's very, very simple. So that's the first thing that I wanted to point out for a background. If a background is the reason that you're hesitant on starting your channel and you're like, look, I don't want to record using the background that I have, then definitely look into editing your background to be in whatever, place, or have whatever feel you want brought to your video by editing the background. Now, also, you can record in front of a white wall. Now, there are some people that say, hey, that's so boring, I would never do that. But there are videos that have gotten over 1 million views with someone recording with a white wall in the background. There are videos that have gotten lots of views with someone recording in the car. It really just depends on the message that you're giving and your audience, because there are certain content creators that, like I said, don't really need or don't even use different backgrounds. They have the plainest background, but they still are able to capture a lot of their audience's attention. So you can get started using a white wall. You can also go to like Joann's Fabric, Hobby Lobby, Walmart, Target, and you can find, I don't know if they have, maybe not Target, possibly Walmart, but I know for sure Joann's Fabric and Hobby Lobby, they have different like fabrics that you can use as your backdrops. So if you wanted a certain fabric to record in front of, to mimic a backdrop, you can also get really cool designs or really cool fabric with designs on them at those two places. And you can get them for pretty cheap most of the time, in my opinion. Now, everyone has their different definition of cheap, but when I've gone to price out different fabric, I don't think I've ever paid more than, I don't even want to throw a number out there, but I haven't, it wasn't a lot because I really don't remember. But if it was an amount that I was shocked at paying or an amount that I didn't want to pay, I would have remembered it. So I'm not thinking that it's going to cost too much, but that's another option. Again, the white wall and being able to edit your background, those are free options. So also another free idea is recording outside. Some people don't like that idea because of the background noise, but if you are going to record outside using like your ear pods with noise cancellation, or using like earphones that cancel out your noise, and being able to find an area where there's not a lot of noise going on. So I wouldn't recommend recording at a park where there is like when someone's having a birthday party or 4th of July, when people may be out there, a lot of families out there grilling and, you know, being with family. But if you can find a area in the park that doesn't have a lot of people or a lot of action going on, that could actually be a nice scenery for you to record, depending on what you're trying to do. Because keep in mind, everyone has a different idea for what they want to do with their channel. Not all channels are the same. So there are going to be some channels that are very active, some channels that are not, that are sitting in front of you and talking like I am. So if that works for you, if you're going to be sitting down talking, or if you're doing an interactive video and the park scene still works, I would look into using a park scene, using it outdoors, period. But my mind went to a park when I'm thinking of outdoors, because of the natural sunlight, and also it just has a calming look. Have you ever watched a video where someone is recording like in front of maybe like a waterfall or a lake or a nice yard? You know, those type of videos kind of have like a soothing feel to them. So that's another free way that you can create the kind of background look that you're wanting for your videos. Okay, so I'm gonna move on. The next point that I have is camera. So there are so many people that are discouraged from recording YouTube videos because they don't have a camera. And I do wanna let you all know that you can record from your cell phone. Now, I know a lot of people are like, I know that, but I really don't like to. To each its own, but I do wanna let you know that I've had YouTube for some years at this point, and I've always used phones. I find it easier to record, edit, and upload using my phone. Now, I'm not using my rear-facing camera, which if I did that, the camera quality would be a lot crisper. But what I find when I do that is that sometimes my head is like cropped out of the picture, or like the angle is weird. So to avoid me having to re-record the videos and taking more time, I find it easier for me just to record, you know, with the traditional front-facing camera. But like I said, if you are wanting to enhance the quality using your phone, you can definitely use the back camera. And I'm referring to all the iPhone users out there. Also, if you have an Android, I've recorded YouTube videos off of an Android before. I have used iPad. So pretty much whatever you have. I've also used the GoPro that was gifted to me on my birthday. So there's a lot of different ways that you can utilize what you have to start your channel. And just remember too, that when you are looking at starting your channel doesn't have to be completely put together when you're starting. People being able to see your evolution and your growth, that definitely is intriguing to a lot of people. People like to follow journey. People like to see evolution. People like to see your upgrade. So starting here and then being able to upgrade your channel as you go is going to benefit you in a lot of ways, in my opinion. I've seen people that have started YouTube and they really didn't have the best editing, and over the years their editing changed and upgraded. I saw people that started YouTube and the camera quality wasn't the best, and over the years it upgraded. So if you are wanting to have a different type of look to your video, that's okay. A lot of people understand that, but I would still get started using what you do have. There are lots of YouTubers that have used their cell phone to record YouTube videos at one point or another. All right, so the next thing that I want to go over is lighting. So the best lighting, hands down, is natural light, in my opinion. That is the light that I like the best when I'm recording and also when I'm watching other videos. Now, of course, I'm not using natural light right now. I don't even have a ring light right now, to be honest, set up. My ring light is upstairs where my daughter is sleeping, and I don't even want to risk waking her up. So I'm like, I'm gonna get this video out, root canal and all, and nothing's gonna stop me tonight. So please disregard the fact that I'm not using a ring light. Lots of my videos, I do use ring lights. And you can find inexpensive ring lights on Amazon. I will link my Amazon store down below as well if you want to browse to see some of the recording equipment that I use, which really isn't a lot. Like I said, I use a ring light from time to time. I also have used a phone stand and things like that, but primarily for my videos, I'm using my phone and I'm recording with a light. Now, if you're using like a lamp or a regular light, I would recommend facing toward the light. That might sound like common sense, but I do want to explain that not everyone does that. Some people will have their light on, and like say the light was on right here in my dining room. And if I was sitting over there in my living room, some people would literally record with the light facing this way. And although it will give you some light in your video, it may not give you the look that you're going for because it may have your face not really be the center of focus. It may have the area where the light is behind you, the area of focus. So be mindful of that. But natural light, like I mentioned a minute ago, that is a free source and you get the best. It just looks the best when you're recording with natural light. So some people will record in front of their windows. I've done that before. That really works well. Some people will record outside. Some people will record in their car and they're still catching that natural light, and that's free. Also, like I mentioned, when you're using lamps that you already have, it's another free resource. Just be mindful that you're facing toward the lamp. Now, the next thing that I'm going to go over, the next point is editing software. So this is something else that discourages people from starting because of the editing software and how pricey it can get. Now, I'll be the first one to admit I don't enjoy editing my videos at all. The edits have to be done in order to have your videos looking a certain way and flowing like you want them to flow. There are some free editing apps that you can download to get started with your YouTube journey. So the first one that I want to go over is CapCut. I mentioned CapCut in the beginning of the video. That is an easy way. It's an easy tool to use to edit your videos. You can record your video from your phone, pull up your CapCut app, upload your video to CapCut and do your editing from there. You can also use iMovie, which is on your iPhone or on an iPhone. Like I mentioned, record from my iPhone. So using iMovie is very easy. Once I record my video, I can go right to iMovie and import the video and get started making my edits. Now, I will say that it's not as complex. Like I don't get as many different font options and even like frame options as I would with some other editing apps. But it still does the job with editing certain things out. If I want to do different transitions, if I want to have different wording in my videos, that still helps. Another app that I use very frequently is Villo. It's VLLO. I use that app more than I use iMovie and CapCut. I just find Villo to have much more options and it's very user friendly. Now, I don't know if Villo has much more options than CapCut, but I know that when I'm using Villo, I find myself using more of their options than I do when I'm using CapCut. So my sons, they do a lot of TikTok and a lot of like Instagram, and they do use CapCut for their edits more than Villo. But for my YouTube videos, I use iMovie and Villo the most. So I would look into those apps, and these apps are free. The last thing that I want to go over is thumbnails. So if you're looking for a way to create free thumbnails, I would definitely go to Canva, hands down. Canva has so many different templates that you can use for free. They have other plans that aren't free and other templates that you actually have to purchase in order to use. But there are also some really good free templates, some free thumbnails that you can download and then edit them to replace the standard picture with your picture and different wording options to match your title. So I would use Canva, and that's another app that you can download. It doesn't matter what device you have. So those are some tips that I have if you are interested in starting your YouTube channel on a budget. Anything can be done. I always recommend using what you have to get what you want. You know, if you don't have the very expensive camera at this time, don't let that be your excuse. Find a way around it. Find a way to still get your message out, to still step foot in your entrepreneurial journey, you know, doing what it is you want to do and also progressing your business. There are so many reasons that we can tell ourselves as to why we should not get started. But if we start thinking of solutions like, okay, this is going to come, I'm going to get this, but in the meantime, I can use this, that's going to help us reach so much more of our goals. And I understand when people say, hey, you know, first impressions are everything, and I just want to make sure I'm putting my best foot forward. I completely get that. But I just don't want, for those of you that do want to get started with your channel now, for you to procrastinate to the point where it never happens. Because I have talked to people that have been interested in starting their channel, and they were interested around the same time that I was interested in starting their channel, and they have never started. And I'm just like, wow, if you would have started, who knows where you would be at this point. So it's really important to take advantage of the opportunities and the tools and resources that you have in front of you. And don't throw away the idea of growing and becoming better and advancing, but just understanding that that will come. But for right now, I am going to use what I have, and I'm still going to produce great content. I really hope that this video helped. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. Again, be sure to check out my business playlist. Be sure to check out my business on a budget videos. The link will be down below, and I will talk to you all in the next video. Bye.